EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for December 11th, 2025. Thursday's video forecast is proudly sponsored by Kleckner & Sons Appliances. Family-owned and operated, Kleckner & Sons have been serving the greater Lehigh Valley region since 1945. Kleckner & Sons are here to serve your appliance needs at two convenient locations in the Lehigh Valley, 2177 MacArthur Road in Whitehall and 575 Chestnut Street in Emmaus. The leader in sales and service prides itself on providing outstanding, continuous customer service from the moment the customer steps through the door. Kleckner's provides a wide range of name-brand appliances and parts to target all of your appliance needs. They also offer professional delivery and installation options as well as repair services performed by in-house qualified technicians. From kitchen renovations to small specialty appliances to a new laundry repair, Kleckner's has you covered. For more information or inquiries, please contact one of their showroom locations or check out their website at klecknerandsons.com, or you can give them a call. The phone number above me here in the video, 610-433-4202. Experience the small business difference for yourself. Shop at Kleckner & Sons Appliances, proud longtime sponsor of the Thursday video forecast. We had a little system come through yesterday, and some of you, well, not you necessarily, because you don't, I'm just talking on regular Facebook, on my own personal Facebook, and I see people putting posts up. I live in the Lehigh Valley, northern part of the Lehigh Valley, and I'm seeing posts like, wow, this is a surprise. I didn't expect this. Well, if you're a friend of mine, you don't follow me, and, that's on you, okay? Because this was absolutely forecast exactly the way it went. Matter of fact, yesterday I went from the northern part of Whitehall, where I live, and then we had 1.5 inches of snow on the ground, headed down to my mother-in-law's in South Bethlehem, and they didn't have anything. It was a little slushy dusting or something, and that was about it. And it was actually raining by the time I got there in the evening. So this was not unexpected. And I get people texting me, too, saying, yeah, my friends of mine, they should know better. You know who you are. This was not unexpected. This is exactly as planned yesterday. Some areas actually got a few inches more, like in the northern part of Northampton County, parts of Carbon County got into a 2, 3, maybe even 4-inch range there, so that was a little surprising there. But the rest of the area worked out pretty well as far as what we projected versus what actually happened. Today we have the system out in way out in the Atlantic here, moved away. So this is now a lake effect snow event day. So we have that just across the northern tier, across I-80. There's the opportunity for some snow showers and maybe even a heavier squall streaming off of Lakes Erie, Ontario here. Mostly Lake Erie for what we're going to get in our area. And this is going to be, these streamers could be, pretty heavy. If you get caught under one of these, they're going to be very localized, though, as lake effect typically is. So up here, we're going to have a little more clouds associated with that lake effect, but areas further south are a mix of sun and clouds. And wouldn't be surprised if one of these streamers venture a little bit further south, maybe into northwest New Jersey. I don't know if it gets down to Lehigh Valley or not, but we left a stray chance in there, too. But I think it's going to just be generally in and around I-80 where you have these lake effect streamers going to go through the day. There's also be a system that's going to be passing to our south here on Friday, and I think it stays south there. I don't think it's going to get into our area. There was some speculation maybe we had a few snow showers that might give you a quick coating on Friday night. No longer looks like it's going to do that, but before I go ahead with that, in addition to the snow squalls today, we're going to have some gusty winds, generally 15 to 25 throughout the daylight hours today. We have some peak gusts as high as 30 in our lower elevations, maybe getting to the low to mid-30s in our higher elevations, but that's going to be a cold air advection-related wind and then a pressure gradient. Well-aligned flow aloft is going to lead to this today, but once we get to the evening, this goes away pretty quickly and diminishes overnight, and then we have no more wind. So it's just a one-day deal. I know nobody likes windy conditions in the middle of winter. Well, we're not even in winter yet, but you know what I mean. It's a wintry day with highs that are going to be very chilly. As you see above me, 30 to 36. You add that wind into there, it's going to feel like it's in the teens, so it's not going to be a fun day outside. Okay, so let's get to the next system, okay? And here's that one going across Virginia. It gets a few snow showers across there. They might have some minor accumulations again. Virginia's been cashing in here lately for the last week or so, but I think we're going to have our opportunity here too, and that's going to come on over the weekend. I do think Saturday is going to be a dry day. It is a partly cloudy to start and then mostly cloudy later in the day, and then snow is going to come in overnight. Now, there's still some question about the exact axis of this. Now, two couple things with this. It's fast moving. It's not going to be turning this into this big, gigantic storm. It has limited upside because it's moving so fast. There's a jet streak associated with this, okay? So this jet streak and where it is exactly will determine where we get the best rates of snowfall. But even so, best rates are going to be an upside of like maybe 2 to 4. That's kind of like what we're looking at. A lot of 2 to 4 inch snow amounts out of this. But hey, it's something. And these might be targeting areas that haven't seen snow yet, which is, and I think they will, Southeast PA, Philadelphia, New York City. You guys haven't gotten anything so far, or very little. I know Philly and New York haven't. They're just trace amounts, and that's it. But I think you're in line here for what should be at least a couple inches of snow out of this. And the GFS is further south with this, and I don't think it's correct. I think it's going to be a little bit further north, and there's reasons for that. The NAM, actually, that is a long-range NAM, so take this with a grain of salt. NAM is actually the farthest north with this. It takes it way up here, brings snow like just south of I-78 and all points north here, and that's it. Even has a mix down here. I don't think that's happening. I think we're really going to target areas further south. The European model is, in fact, targeting areas further south. And again, this is a widespread 2 to 4 inch area right in here. Okay. Wouldn't be surprised if somebody gets locally higher. Maybe Central Jersey squeeze out, 5 somewhere. I don't know. That's possible. It's going to be a high ratio of snowfall because it's coming in late overnight. If you look back at that NAM image I showed, we can still use the NAM for timing, not necessarily the simulated radar. Look when it's coming in. This is after midnight Saturday night going into Sunday morning, and that is Sunday morning right there at 7 a.m., and you still have snow over the interior. So I do think you're going to have, it's going to be like a later Saturday night after midnight going into Sunday morning. And that's your window of time. It's going to be pretty quick moving. The reason why I think this is more plausible than what the NAM shows, and even the GFS, which is much further south, if I show you that, that's way south. Okay, I don't think that's right. Nothing's really supporting that. So going back to the European model, that's what you have here. Here's what the European ensemble has. Now, this is a blend of 50 different members showing you that, and again, don't pay attention to the amounts. That's not what's important here. What's important is the highest concentration area is kind of like right in here, which is generally where the European model is with that. So that's the highest concentration of snowfall. That would be your 2 to 4 area most likely, or 2 to 4 plus, So we'll continue to look at this over the next couple of days. But again, this is not something that is going to come into complete focus, I think, until we get under 48 hours. We're not quite there yet. It's getting closer. They're starting to get, you see how there's difference between the GFS and the European model already. We're just going to find out where that jet streak is. There's an associated upper level jet streak is kind of going right across here somewhere. And wherever that jet is located, that jet streak is going to enhance the rainfall. Might even have some convective elements involved with this that gives you a heavier burst of snow as part of this. So we have a lot of things to unpack with this. Not a big storm, but it's certainly big enough. And 2 to 4 is still like the moderate event, and that is still a lot more than you have so far this season along the I-95 corridor. I do think you have a good shot at getting something here this weekend. In the wake of this, it's going to be very cold, though, Sunday. Sunday's not getting above freezing in many areas, and that's going to remain that way straight through at least Tuesday. I do think we have a moderation after this trough low starts to lift out here on Wednesday, and you get temperatures still slightly below average, but you're generally upper 30s to low 40s at that point once we get to Wednesday of next week. I have to go to a different image for that. Here's Wednesday. You see some of these red heights coming in our area, which is going to get us a little bit milder than we have been recently. This icebox thing has a limited time, but we have another one of these big cold shots coming in this weekend that's going to accompany this Clipper system. That's going to hang around through early next week. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchich. That is your outlook for December 11th, 2025. Have a great Thursday.